Something that I know of myself is that I'm very confident about this. I am one of the best singers out there. Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope you all are doing great. Today, I'm doing a Q&A video. I always wanted my channel to be very casual and a place to share interesting stuff. So I thought it was high time that I did a Q&A video. Before starting the video, I want to tell you that if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment below. Subscribe. I forgot that. Although I'm not a big deal, people still ask me a significant amount of questions on and off the platform, mainly off the platform.
They do? Of course they do.
So I think answering some of them will let you get to know me a little bit better. So here goes. Pivi is my real name, but it's just a shortened version of Pivi Turu. Growing up, I experienced a lot of people struggling to pronounce my name. Some teachers were calling me Pavitra, and I was like, where did that come from? Mind you, these teachers were Sinhalese, and still they didn't know how to pronounce it. On top of that, many people think it's a male name. I don't know how, but I genuinely heard of only one girl with this name, so I think it's a baby boy's name. Even once, this actually happened a couple of years ago. I did a presentation for something and they had gifts for the speakers. Then this girl literally called me Mr. Just looking at my name. And when I went on stage, it was very awkward. I don't hate my name. I think it's very unique and definitely made heads turn and raised a lot of eyebrows over the years, but I really love the shortened version of it. As a kid, I played the keyboard, but it didn't last very long. And in recent years, I started playing the ukulele. Many people have asked me whether I can come and perform while playing the guitar, but unfortunately, I don't play the guitar. Learning to play the ukulele has given me this sense of independence. Like, you don't need anyone else if you want to sing something. For example, you don't need any music. With 3 or 4 chords, you can almost sing everything, but of course in a different key. Having said that, I am a rookie at this. There are so many professional ukulele players out there. I'm nowhere close to them. I hope someday I can get better. Some people have also asked me to put the chords to the songs that I have played, but I cannot do tutorials because I'm not qualified enough to teach somebody else. But I know a few chords. So this is C, right? This is A minor, yeah. And this is F. And this is, I think, C7. Yeah, I think so. What else? This is D minor. D minor. This is D. Yeah, this is G. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
Take it and leave.
Well, first of all, for the people who appreciate me, it's very kind of you. But I think every person should be able to do a self-evaluation of their talents. This is why parents shouldn't pass their delusions onto their kids. They must evaluate their kids' talents and see if they can really pull them off. They shouldn't encourage every dumb thing they do. Because if that's the case, they're going to be ashamed in front of thousands of people, and boy will they be humbled.
And you're smart, you've taken my heart, and I give you the rest of me too.
She can even do, I know she can even do better.
You can do better than this, yeah?
Where are the parents? What are the parents doing?
Deluded.
If that was my child, I would say, stop it.
With that in mind, I don't think I am one of the best singers out there, but I think I am slightly above average. If I had to rate myself, I'd give myself a 6 or 7 out of 10. So I think one of the better singers you'll see in Sri Lanka.
Hell no.
I've never done music. I've never had any vocal training. This is all born talent that came from my dad, and lots of self-learning. Everything that I know about music and singing stems from my experiences and 100% self-learning. But I'm hoping to do music in the future so I can get better at it. Again, thank you very much to those who think I'm doing a better job. Some people have even actually sent me pictures of them listening to my covers when they're traveling. Some people personally message me and say they love my singing. This means a lot. It's one of the best feelings ever. Mainly because your family, spouse, close friends, they are hardwired to appreciate you and be there with you no matter what you do. But when strangers compliment you, it hits differently. I'm over 100 years old. I mostly like alternative rock, progressive rock, I think, and heavy metal. I like anything from very heavy to light, but the songs need to be melodic. If their melodies aren't for me, I'm not gonna listen to them, no matter how popular they are, no matter how mainstream they are.
You're dumb.
My favorite band is Poets of the Fall, a Finnish band. I started listening to them when I was 15. I think my brother discovered them when he was playing Max Payne 2, so I think I gotta thank him for introducing me to the best band ever.
Respect!
I love Disturbed as well, hence the covers. I heard them for the first time when I was playing the NFS Most Wanted. Breaking Benjamin, Nickelback, 3 Days Grace, Godsmack, Creed, etc. In terms of favorite vocalists, Amy Lee from Evanescence. Actually, my earlier singing style was heavily influenced by her vocals. David Draymond, Disturbed. Of course, Marco Saristo from Poets of the Fall. I might be forgetting a lot right now, but I love vocally proficient people, if that makes any sense. I love people who can sing live. Not necessarily. I grew up in a different time when everything was perfect. Films, video games, music, everything was perfect. I don't think anything can beat that period of time. I certainly like some Sri Lankan songs, and there are many talented musicians in Sri Lanka. Also, people who know me know that I prioritize vocals over everything else. So nowadays, great vocals are the last thing that I see in songs.
Why comedy? Can't you sing?
But again, there are many talented people in Sri Lanka, but I think they're too good for the common audiences here. Likewise, I hate to glorify mediocrity and say something's good just because it's Sri Lankan. And I'm not gonna say something's good because of empathy either. The world is a big place, and people need to see how much talent and standards some people have. Again, about Sri Lankan songs, I have also covered a couple of Sri Lankan songs. Hopefully I can do more in the future. but for now my favorites are English and Japanese songs. Believe it or not, I have only sung on stage just twice. The first time I sang on stage when I was still in school. That was the first time that teachers and some of my friends got to know that I could sing. Funny story, as I said before, this was the first time that most teachers and my friends saw me singing. So after the performance, 2 teachers were blamed by the vice principal at that time, I think, because they didn't recognize my talents earlier. But in reality, it wasn't their fault. It wasn't anybody's fault because I never participated in anything. I didn't go to any singing competitions. I didn't do music at school. I did dancing and then English literature. I'm a very laid-back person. I'm not proactive. I'm not a go-getter. I don't get things done. Then when I was in university, I sang once on stage. The band played the song a little off. I think we all managed to pull it off at the end. And once the song was finished, guess what? I ran the fuck out of there. The audience was like, ho, ho, hemming, hemming. After that, lecturers and friends were like, you did great, but why did you run? Embarrassing. Anyway, with hindsight, I think I could have tripped and fallen on stage. If that happened, I would have gone viral. But thank God it didn't. So you know what I'm getting at here? I can't go on stage and perform because I have severe stage fright and extreme anxiety. So I'm good. This is a question that I get a lot. I mean, a lot. Well, I actually auditioned for The Voice Sri Lanka. So I think in 2022, I got a call from The Voice asking me to come and audition. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I didn't apply. Did anyone else apply? Did I apply in my sleep? And then it hit me. As it turned out, my brother went behind my back and applied for me.
Very funny.
I think he went through a lot of trouble because he wasn't in Colombo at that time. He did this because he knew I would never apply. But one day, I'm gonna make sure he pays for that.
Now what you gonna do, huh? Now what you gonna do?
So, I went for the audition. When I first went in, they said they were gonna take us in as random groups of 10 people, as I remember. Inside there was a room. There were a couple of people with some cameras. One person was on keyboard. And we, the 10 people, we had to await our turns. But we still could hear the others sing and perform. There was this guy who welcomed us and told us that out of 10, only one person is going to be selected. 1 out of 10. I don't know if this guy was trying to motivate us or if this was the actual procedure, but I thought it was a bit unfair because what if all of us, all the 10 people were exceptionally good? The minute I heard this, I was even worried. I was constantly thinking I was gonna let my brother and mom down. I wasn't good enough. Something that I know of myself is that I'm very confident about this. I can do a cappella very well. For your reference, a cappella is singing without any music. I knew they probably don't know the songs that I was gonna sing, so they won't be able to provide any music. So naturally, I thought it was gonna be okay. So I'm sitting like this. Before me, there were around 3 people there. And before these people, there was this girl inside that room singing. And I could see and hear her perform. She absolutely killed it. Right then and there, I thought she was amazing and should be selected. She was wearing some loose clothing, an oversized t-shirt, stylish, confident, talented. But at the same time, that means I had no chance.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Then I was even worried, nervous, and anxious. When my anxiety is off the charts, I forget lyrics as well. So I pulled out my phone to keep the lyrics with me, even though I know the songs very well. So I went in, and they were also looking at my name funny, like always. It's not a good feeling when you go to a place like this, and when they hear your name, they start looking at each other, and it's not good. Then I started singing. My voice was trembling, my hands were shaking. I knew that I screwed up. I was thinking, oh yeah, I disappointed my brother. So I obviously didn't get a call back, which I was happy about. Although it nearly killed me, I genuinely think it was a great experience and I'm very grateful. Again, with all seriousness, I thank my brother because had he not done that, I would never have this experience to even share with you. Also, I learned a lot, even it was very brief. When I think about it now, I would certainly change some details about that day. I would select different songs to sing. I'm very, very serious when I'm saying this. I would certainly rethink my outfit choices.
Blah, blah, blah.
I think if I had worn something loose-fitting like that Amazing Girl, I would have been a lot more comfortable. Most importantly, I would go in thinking that it wasn't the end of the world. It was just one audition, nothing else. You either get selected or rejected, but you won't die. So now I have a positive view of it, but I don't think I'm cut out for its pressure. I won't be able to handle a few stages of it, let alone going to the finals. Yes, even though I can be pretty decent in terms of my talent, I will need a lot of training to reduce my anxiety, my stage fright, before I can go on stage and perform. On the other hand, if something unfair happens, I don't think I will be able to shut my mouth and turn a blind eye to it. So I don't want that to happen either. Not that I think that the platform is unfair, but I genuinely don't know how it works.
Works fine. Works just fine.
Also, I believe that you don't have to go to a mainstream TV program or sing on different TV channels to prove that you're a good singer. If you can, good for you. The exposure you gain from these is mammoth.
But
You don't need these credentials to prove that you are a good singer. Again, if you have credentials, that's good. Even if you're busking, if you're good, you're a singer. I mean, the times have changed. We can use social media to show our talents without being afraid of anything. So, the takeaway is that I'm not fit to go on stage. And when my brother goes behind my back and applies for the voice next time, I'll make sure to go in like a stylish homeless person. I have a bachelor's in creative multimedia, so I have a background in 3D design, drawing, film language, script writing, directing, editing, video production, and VFX. My first job was at the Defense Ministry of Sri Lanka. I was a 3D modeler and a terrain developer.
Cool.
For that, I designed assets using 3ds Max and created scenes and full environments using Unity for a 3D simulation. It was my first job, and I would say the best. I was so proud of the work I was able to do there, and not everyone gets to say that about their first job. I then briefly worked as a graphic designer at another company. After that, I started my freelancing career. Earlier, I did do some graphic design stuff, then shifted to digital illustrations. After this, I did some Sinhala to English translations and started writing for a personal blog. Then I started working as a freelance SEO copywriter, and I have been a writer ever since. One of the reasons for my becoming a writer is the early exposure to books. So thanks, Mom, for bringing me the Bram Stoker's Dracula at such a young age. More than 15 years. Yes, I'm a gamer. I have been since I was very little. I can't exactly remember the age I started, but yes, I remember playing Duck Hunt and those TV games initially, and then I was addicted to the PS1 and then the PS2 and so on. I mostly like horror games. My all-time favorite is Resident Evil 4 2005 and now the remake as well. Fun fact, back at home on my door there's a custom-made wooden Plaga insignia from Resident Evil 4. When the room door was being made, I insisted on having the symbol on my door, and the carpenter did it free of charge based on the block or the drawing my brother made.
Why don't you do us all a favor and leave before the audience gets pissed off?
Okay, other games. Most God of War games. Devil May Cry 3, The Last of Us Part 1, Metal Gear Solid 4, Ghost of Tsushima, Uncharted, GTA San Andreas, Haunting Ground, Alan Wake 1, Dead Space, etc. I have promoted some brands that I personally used before, but no, I don't call myself an influencer because I mostly post my music stuff and lifestyle vlogs on my Instagram. If you want to follow me, I'll put my handle down in the description box. Ho. Yes, I do my own makeup. I think I started doing makeup in around 2011. As soon as my dad knew that I was into makeup, he bought me this big ass makeup box which I used to practice my craft. Now I honestly have 3 lipsticks and 3 brushes for everything. I don't believe in buying a lot of makeup stuff and letting them go to waste. A lot of people actually compliment me and ask me questions, and some of them are even asking me to do tutorials. However, nowadays makeup is a basic skill that everybody has, and there's a lot of information out there to learn it. That said, it's not something that I want to do right now. I can try and fail miserably. This is a question that I have been getting recently after doing my first cosplay. My cosplay of Ada Wong was well received. I was so happy because I waited years to do the cosplay and people really liked it. And I'm gonna post new pictures of my next cosplay soon. But for now, I'd like to avoid places with a lot of people. Maybe next year. We'll see.
See you around.
Ada!
I have done my first original song in 2021. This was a direct result of me doing covers. One of the covers that I posted on Facebook was discovered by Jed Brewer, an amazing musician based in the USA. He's actually one of the best people I have met online. He then reached out to me and gave me this wonderful song. The demo was perfect and I think I did a great job singing it. It's important to say that I have met some of the most creative, kind people during this project, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity. It also motivated me to write my own music as well. We actually filmed it with time and budget constraints during COVID. We filmed it in Ohio and it was freezing, and half of the time I was like this.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
But I think we had a lot of fun. Everybody, including my mom, brother, sister, my husband, boyfriend at the time helped me so much, and I'm so grateful for everything they did. I think the audio is exceptional, so go and give it a listen.
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
I also wrote a song for my newborn niece last year. You can go and listen to it as well. I have some other songs that I wrote. Hopefully I can publish them soon. I hope the video wasn't boring and you weren't snoring. That rhymed. Anyway, again, I want to mention my family, my mom, dad, brother for constantly sharing my music stuff on his channel, even though it's a gaming channel. Sister and my best friend and some of my close friends who don't forget to leave a comment, especially my husband who color grades my videos and mixes my audio. Thank you so freaking much. Most importantly, thank you for watching and being with me even though I am absent most of the time. I genuinely appreciate all of your support.
Respect!
Sometimes I even ask myself, why am I doing this? Why bother? But some of your comments keep me going. Some of your comments actually motivate me to do more, do what I love. If you have more questions, ask away. So, until next time, peace. Subscribe. I forgot that. Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you all are doing fine. Enna? I just started recording. Make a stop kar la